Let's get started with stippling. Stippling is a technique where you just use dots, lots and lots of dots. So what I like to do is set up a little bit of a guideline for myself because it is very easy to overdo the dots. Start off with a crescent type shape, just like the other shading exercises we have done so far. You're going to want to start off with that crescent moon type shape when you're shading. So start off towards the edge, not all the way to the edge though, because you want to leave a little bit of white space down at the bottom of that sphere. The reason for leaving a little bit of white space is because if an object is sitting on a surface, light is going to reflect onto that object. And down at the bottom, you're going to get this reflective light down at the bottom. So you're going to want to be sure just to leave a little bit of a sliver when creating your sphere. To get a darker shadow when stippling, you're going to want to concentrate more dots. What I'm using today is a basic ballpoint pen. It's a 0.5 thickness. You could use a 0.7 for this, and it probably would go a lot faster. But when I get towards the end of this drawing, you're going to see that having the 0.5 is very important. At this point, though, I will say my hand is starting to get a little tired. It is good to take breaks every so often when you are doing stippling. Alright, so I'm done with my dance break. Now I am back to stippling. And you can see I am concentrating a lot more dots into that crescent, trying to get that darker shadow down towards the bottom. And you could, if you want to, depending on how much light you want to depict in the sphere, you could shade all the way across the sphere with little dots and then concentrate more dots down towards the bottom. And that would still work. You don't have to have a complete white space when doing this exercise. A lot of times when I'm doing drawings of monsters or even portraits, most of the time when I'm actually doing stippling, it's actually doing drawings of nature. So I use this a lot when drawing flowers and other objects if I'm just carrying my sketchbook around. You can use this for all kinds of stuff. Portraits. I've seen a lot of fantastic portraits out there drawn with stippling. Now, as far as artists that actually use this technique, Seurat is a well-known artist. His work is going to be paintings, and the technique is pointillism. But really, I just think this is a great technique to practice so you can understand where shadows should go. So the goal here is just to keep practicing, to keep doodling, keep working on your art and get better. And if you do that, if you do this exercise, you are going to get better at drawing.